Hello, how's it going? I make videos about hobbies, and today we're going to be learning something because learning can be a hobby. And today is the 5th of November, so we're going to be learning about Guy Fawkes Night. Henry VIII took control of the English Church from Rome and created a new separate Protestant Church of England between 1533 and 1540. His daughter, Queen Elizabeth I, marginalised Catholicism, but despite the threat of torture or execution, priests continued in secret. James I was more moderate than his predecessor, and Catholics were hopeful that a change would come, but none did. Other plans to free Catholicism were made before the Gunpowder Plot, such as the Bye Plot. London, the 5th of November, 1605. The Gunpowder Plot was to blow up the House of Lords, thus killing King James I and other important targets like the King's nearest relatives and the bishops of the Church of England. The plotters would then kidnap the King's daughter, Princess Elizabeth, and install her as the Catholic head of state. The plotters were led by Robert Gatsby and other notable members such as John Wright, Sir Everard Digby, and Guy Fawkes. Most famous of which was Guy Fawkes, who had 10 years of military experience. He was given charge of the explosives. The authorities discovered the plot through a letter sent to William Parker warning him to stay away from the House of Lords. They discovered Guy Fawkes guarding 36 barrels of gunpowder. He was then arrested. Many of the conspirators fled from London, some resisted and were shot, including the leader, Robert Gatsby. 8 of the survivors, including Guy Fawkes, were tried and sentenced to be hanged, drawn and quartered. People lit bonfires celebrating the failure of the assassination. A few months later, the observance of the 5th of November Act was enforced, making an annual day of thanksgiving for the failed plot. People have celebrated Guy Fawkes Day by lighting bonfires, burning effigies of Guy Fawkes, and more recently holding large firework displays. Remember the 5th of November, the Gunpowder Treason and Plot. I know of no reason why the Gunpowder Treason should ever be forgot. Guy Fawkes and his companions to the scheme contrived to blow the King and Parliament all up alive. 3 barrels laid below to prove old England's overthrow. But by God's providence him they catch, with a dark lantern lighting a match, a stick and a stake, for King James's sake. If you won't give me one, I'll take 2, the better for me and the worse for you. A rope to hang the Pope, a pennorth of cheese to choke him, a pint of beer to wash it down, and a jolly good fire to burn him. Holla boys, make the bells ring. Holla boys, God save the King. Hip hip hooray.